What's up, J-Bays? It's Vikeejeah and welcome back to my channel. Well, if you're new here and you're not yet a J-Bay, just go ahead and click that red subscriber button so it turns from red to gray, and that makes you a J-Bay. And J-Bays are the best bays in YouTube because they are my bays who tune in whenever I upload to chit chat and all that about luxury beauty. This is going to be a little bit of a tough one. We're talking about luxury products that I feel aren't worth the money. And I don't have a lot of those because usually when I don't like something, I return it. But these are products that were okay, but then over time I actually found something that was better. And by the time I felt like I didn't really like them that much, it was already too late to send it back. So, you know, it is what it is. So I have a top 10 for y'all. This video is also in collaboration with one of the sweetest people I have come to know here on YouTube, and that is Miss Tara Lynn. And Tara Lynn is another beauty influencer, one that I feel goes above and beyond to deliver very thorough content to her viewers. And I've come to really rely on her reviews for like long wear tests, not just a full day, but she'll wear foundations sometimes for like a week or several days and really give you like natural lighting updates, give you updates like super close up, all the things that I think that we look for when we're trying to make a really informed decision on makeup products and what to buy. I just wanted to say thank you so much, Tara Lynn, for collaborating with me. We initially were supposed to collaborate on a Byredo video some time ago, and that's when I came to know her, and since then we have become fast friends, and I'm just really excited to collaborate with her today. So if you're coming over here from Tara Lynn's channel, welcome. I hope that you will stay a while, click the red subscriber button, and join the J-Bay fam. And so with that all out of the way, you guys, I just want to get right into talking about these products that I don't feel are necessarily worth the luxury price tag. All right, so first up is going to be from Mr. Thomas, as I like to call him, and that is Tom Ford. And you know, the Soleneige collection that came out in 2019 was probably one of my favorites so far. And I just wanted everything. Like, I wanted a little something from each part of the collection, and I ended up getting quite a few things, including one of the highlight and blush sticks. The official name is the Glow Stick, and this is the shade for Courchevel. It is the shade intended for deeper skin tones, and so it has this really beautiful bronzy highlight on one side, and then it has this kind of, that has a little foundation on it. Let me swatch it for you. This kind of plummy blush on the other side. So there's the highlight and there's the blush. Very beautiful. But my God, are these greasy. Like, I just, it gets on my nerves, honestly, because I want to wear this. And then when I do wear it, I have to like think ahead. I'm like, oh gosh, I need to like really powder or start off with a very matte base or like underpaint with a matte foundation. Like, I have to like figure out a way to really make it work. And it still just kind of looks very contrasting to the rest of the products on my face. By the time I've mattified everything else, it looks like my cheeks are sweating by themselves. It's very odd. And I'm like, you know, trying to make it work. It's not really working. And so I just leave it to collect dust in my cosmetic drawer. Thomas, why are these greasy, bruh? Like, why? The colors are beautiful. I love the colors, but I can't do anything with this. I don't know. Maybe a dry skin person would benefit from this more than me. Maybe I'll sell it on my Mercari at some point, because honestly, I have not been using it. All right, so let's just keep right on with Mr. Thomas, okay? So this is the Tom Ford Sheer Cheek Duo in the shade 5 Lissome or Lissome. I don't really know. But beautiful packaging. I've always wanted to try one of these, and I found this at the cosmetic company outlet, which does no returns. So, you know, I went in and I thought, oh, this is really cute. This will definitely show up on me, especially this one. I thought it would be a lot brighter. I have to really dig in here and use a natural hair brush to really get any pigmentation. And even when I get that, it's very underwhelming. I actually prefer his cheek colors, like the actual regular blushes, to this one. It doesn't have any luminosity. It doesn't have much dimension. It's just like, you know, it's just a chalky, not great thing. There's some other stuff I want to say, but I actually like Thomas, so let me calm down. It's just really not my favorite. I know there are some other colors that would probably flatter me more. That's the only one that they had, so maybe I'll try another color in the future. And only because A, they don't do returns, and B, I received 60% off, I haven't returned it. I've used it maybe twice, and I'm just like, this is too much work for blush. I can't. I'm just gonna let it collect dust. All right, you guys, so moving on from Tom Ford, I am about to show you guys something that was a coveted limited edition piece. And I got my hands on it, and I was super excited to use it. And I have used it maybe a handful of times since I purchased it. And that is the Mer bronzer. The Bronzing Powder. This is from 2019 again. And it's gorgeous. I mean, hello, you know, look at it. Packaging is absolutely stunning. And then, you know, you open it up and you've got 3 elements. You've got a highlight, a bronzer, and a blush. So I like this blush. Let me go ahead and swatch it. I like the blush because it has, even though it's a light blush, I can use it as a highlighter, like a rosy highlight, because it has a little bit of sheen to it. This does nothing for me. And I knew that going in, so I'm not even really gonna talk about that. The highlighter up here is really pretty and I like it a lot. It does have a scent, which is fine. A lot of luxury products have a scent, so that's not really the issue for me. The issue is the way it's set up. That's what I had the biggest problem with. This is, how is somebody supposed to get a blush brush in here? It's just terrible. Like, I can't. That's kind of annoying because I don't really like this. So I wish they maybe had changed places with it, or I don't know, make this slightly bigger and give us separate pans. It's just the setup. It's the setup for me. So mostly all I use is this bit right here, which is just fine. You know, it's a nice yellow gold. It's lovely. And I don't utilize these two. So I feel like that, you know, this is like almost $100 and I'm only using this. Can y'all just give me this then? You know, it's kind of annoying. I bought it for the hype and it was so underwhelming because of that. Now it's just a collector's item. What a shame. This is such beautiful packaging. I'm just sitting here lamenting. God. Such beautiful packaging and yet so very useless to me. Okay, moving left and right along. We're gonna have to stop by Estee Lauder, y'all. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup in the shade 6W1 Sandalwood. I think that had this been maybe 4 years ago, I would have thought this was the best thing since sliced bread. I would have just lived for it, adored it, and I would be singing its praises. But man, is this high coverage. This is like spackle, honey. It is so high coverage. There's no dimension left in your face after you use this. You've really got to get your Instagram on to achieve any sort of dimension, like bring your face back to a face, honey. It is just a wee bit too much for 2021 Vikeejeah. The color's not bad. You know, I got this from the cosmetic company store, so I didn't pay a ton of money for it. Like 18 bucks or something. Not bad at all. And I'm sure that it will be useful to somebody if I end up doing their makeup in the next year. But I don't use it. I used it one time and I just said, no, ma'am. The coverage is way too high. And I'm absolutely positive that you will get 24 hours wear out of that because it's so very 2015, 16 in terms of the full coverage mattified look that we used to gravitate towards. But you know, nowadays we just got so many better options for high coverage foundation that still looks like skin. And so for me, it's just outdated. It's not that it's a bad foundation, if that's what you're going for. And they have a huge, huge shade range. So there's something for everybody. But it just gives me casket ready. I just, you know, I just don't care for it. It gives me drag makeup. I just can't take it. I am such a liquid blush girl. I love liquid and cream blushes, you guys. Probably my favorite thing for makeup this year has been blush. And so, you can get me on packaging because I'm a sucker for packaging. So when I saw this, look at how cute this is. This is the Giorgio Armani A blush or nude blush from the Nude airline. Is it the Nude airline? I'm sorry, hold on a second here. Neo Nude. I'm sorry, it's from the Neo Nude line. See how these are like similarly packaged? This is fantastic. But this, let me show y'all something. And this is like shade 54. It doesn't have the name on here. Does it? No, it does not. So you go to rub it on, right? And this is what it's giving. It does not build very much beyond this. So, you know, and then it fades really quickly. So this gorgeous packaging with this really pretty blush inside does nothing for me. It's such a shame that it does nothing for me because I absolutely love the color, and they do have other color options. So I, you know, tried to see if maybe I could find something else that would work well, and none of the colors really spoke to me. All this is right now is just a knick-knack. When I tell you I've never used it since the first time, I just don't think it's worth it. I think this is in the $30 range. It's not worth it. I mean, if you're very pale or like perhaps medium toned, this could be really pretty on you. If you're deeper than that, it's not gonna show up, honey. And then it fades really quickly, so why waste your money on that? You know what I'm saying? This is just a waste of time. It's an extra step you don't need. Right now, there's like this really big trend with the brows to keep them like super straight and up and, you know, bushy looking, right? Bushy, but like well-groomed and sickening. And so when Patrick Ta came out with his own brow wax, specifically the tinted one, I thought, oh, that's a pretty cool concept. I definitely want to try that out. And I mean, I always forget which way it opens because it's very similar to the Tom Ford packaging. But this is the tinted one, y'all. And I've used it, as you can see. But this is so damn tedious. And then sometimes it'll dry and it will leave your brows kind of ashy. Like with flakiness and stuff like that. Like if you use too much of it, you have to do your brows first if you're going to use it. And you have to add water and then use the spoolie and then, like, you know, it's too much work. It is way too much damn work. I think next time maybe I would get a clear one, and I think that would work a lot better. But yeah, it's called the Shaping Wax, and this is in the shade Tinted. So they only have one shade besides clear. And when I'm trying to do my makeup, the last thing I really give a damn about is my eyebrows. They're already full. I just need to fill in the sparse areas and reinforce the shape. I'm not drawing on brow hairs and doing all this other stuff. That's just not me. It's not something that is necessary for my makeup application. And so having to go through all this rigmarole just to get my brows to stand up. It looks cool, but it is tedious. And that's the reason I don't think it's worth the money. You're spending all this money just to add inconvenience to your routine. And for me, this just, again, collects dust in my drawer. All right. So this next one annoys me. Totally annoys me. I mean, grinds my gears. Are we ready? The Giorgio Armani. What the heck are these called? The Only One lipsticks. I love a good customization. I do. And so when I saw these on Harrods, I said, oh my gosh, how fun. Because D&G Beauty is exclusive to Harrods. So I said, oh my goodness, this is gonna be so fun. I'm gonna pick out the caps and blah, 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 blah. So I went ahead and bought these, not thinking or not knowing that they were the customizable type, right? So I got them in the mail and they look like this. Oh. I have yet to be able to find these damn caps. You guys. So I finally saw that they restocked on, and this has been a year. I've had these for a year. And I finally saw that they had them now on Harrods. So I'm planning to order them soon. It's not a priority to me because I barely use these things, because this is annoying. I hope that that's like, they didn't have any caps at the time that I purchased these, and it took them a year to restock them. The only place I saw these available, the caps, was on the Arab Emirates Sephora site, and they don't ship here. So I was like, oh, this is crazy. Beautiful colors. These are very pretty colors. This one is, these are both satin finishes, and this one is in the shade Lovely Tan, number 140. And this is more of a topper for me. I wouldn't, you know, because it's such a cool tone pink. But then look at this girl. She's fabulous. I really love that shade. And this shade is called Joyful Peach, number 500. I wanted to display these girls, and now they sit in my drawer hidden in shame because they half dressed. Like, why you make me do all this running around, D&G? It's very frustrating. I was stalking the Harrods site waiting for these to come out, and then by the time I stopped caring about it, now they're there. And I'm like, all right, well, you know what? Since I got to pay $30 shipping, I'm going to wait until I really want a few things from Harrods before I actually order, because I'm not just going to get two $20 caps and pay more for shipping than the actual products. And next up is from a brand that I absolutely love. I live for this brand. But this is another one of those things where I was like, I spent a lot of money on this, and I'm really underwhelmed. The Westman Atelier AirPods. I bought both of them too. Oh my goodness, y'all. Le Jours and Le Nuit. So day and night, both pods. And I mean, the concept is so cool. The packaging is so pretty, especially when you get it, like when you first get it in the packaging and everything. Gorgeous. But if these ain't but a whisper of color. A whisper, okay? You guys, let me show y'all something. These are so pretty, but this is the deepest shade, okay? Called Noir. All right, okay. That is about as intense as it gets. Thought that if I got the nighttime one, that I would at least be able to build some depth. This is, oh, that actually is pretty. Champagne. There's Champagne. So that's like a topper, right? And then you've got Vin Rouge. I thought that this nighttime one was going to do it for me. I really did. This is the color story, y'all. And don't use a brush, because you will get half that. For me, it's just a no-go, because I feel like $88 for this is not where it's at. So it's not worth the money. It's not that it's not a beautiful product. It is a beautiful product. The like putty texture, the packaging, you know, if you want just a light application of makeup, it does what it's supposed to do. But for 88 bucks, not for this girl, not for this brown girl. Something that shows up quite a bit, but I feel that I have other products that perform better than this, is the Natasha Denona Bloom Highlighting Blush. So this is like a blush topper or a highlighter depending on your complexion. It is a little bit damaged, just a teeny bit. And I thought that this like juicy, peachy, you know, corally color was going to be what I saw. And then I put it on. And it becomes lighter, and it emphasizes texture. So I can't use it as a highlighter, and I can't use it as a blush topper either, because then you will see all of my pores. And who wants that? Who wants coral colored pores? I was like, oh gosh, I really don't like this. No wonder you were on sale, girl. I don't use it because I feel like for example, the highlighter from the Divine Rose collection from Pat McGrath gives me a very similar color, like the color shift and everything, but it doesn't emphasize texture, and it goes on just in this really incredible way. Now, if you're one of these young girls out here with the baby smooth skin and, you know, you're just, you know, unaffected by the elements or puberty or hormones or life, God bless you, sis, and go right on ahead and use this because it's pretty, but it, you know, I find that the Pat McGrath just is such a much better product for that purpose, for highlight / blush topper. It's really incredible. And I would say purchase that over this because it's worth the money. And they're competitive in terms of price. Y'all, this last product, the hype was so real. It was so major. Winter 2020, Suqqu is like on the map for the Western world and everybody's really into it. Their foundation that they came out with, the cream foundation, is so bomb. I absolutely love it. I became obsessed with Suqqu after trying this foundation. I wanted everything Suqqu. And when I saw the holiday palette, I said, oh my God, I have to have it. So the official name here, if it's in, okay, the Suqqu 2020 Holiday Eyeshadow Compact. Oh, it's beautiful. Let me just move this out the way. It is really pretty. Look at these colors. Isn't this beautiful? Absolutely stunning. Can't get enough. But you don't get this much impact when you use them. Oh, look at this foolishness. Look at this. Look at this here. The only thing that really shows up are these shimmery bits here. The really like glittery high impact shades are the ones that actually show up. I'm laughing at these mattes. I'm sorry, excuse me. So all you can really count on, like that's the matte shade. All you can really count on here is like satin and glitter, and that is it. There's no depth, at least not again for my shade. So you have to reach outside of this palette to achieve a completed eye look. And for what I paid and the hype and the international shipping and all this other stuff, underwhelmed. Incredibly underwhelmed. And again, it's not because the product doesn't work. It's because the product doesn't work for me. So the brown that's in here, and I'll go ahead and swatch that for you because I just swatched the orange shade. But let me go ahead and give you guys the brown. Here's the brown. Do you see that? That is like me. So all I can get from that is a transition shade. That's not a crease depth builder for me. And so again, all that I can really rely on this palette for is to reach in here for a pop of like shimmery glam or whatever. But I have the other quads for that. I have some quads that work really well from Suqqu that give me that sort of thing. And so I don't reach for this one. And it's like two quads in one, but it, you know, it's beautiful packaging, beautiful gowns. Great gowns, beautiful gowns. If anybody knows that quote, go ahead and comment in the comment section. It's one of my favorites. Oh yeah, I mean, it was just a dud for me. A limited edition holiday palette that's from one of the most hyped up brands from last year in terms of luxury, and it was just a dud. And everybody wanted to get their hands on this, and I'm just like, not a lot of people talked about it after they got their hands on it. Let's just put it that way. I'm sure I'm not the only person who felt like they were underwhelmed. And since then, they've released a spring 2021 collection, and those quads are okie dokie all right with me. Okay, I have about 3 of those. I love all 3, and they perform much better than this palette. So if you are interested in Suqqu, I would highly recommend that you check out their latest spring collection and grab yourself a quad or 2. All right, so that's enough roasting for me. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know that you enjoyed it by giving it a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section of some products that you have found in your collection to be not worth the price tag in the long run, or that you returned because you felt like they were not the best quality for the luxury price tag. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We get it in over here. We do a live every Wednesday, and I'm going to be doing a lot more collaborations coming in the near future. Lots of collaborations with brands and with my girls here on YouTube. So with that said, one more big thank you and big virtual hug to Tara Lynn for doing this video with me. It's my first time ever doing this sort of video, so just really excited and really appreciative for Tara coming through and recommending a collaboration. So with that said, I gotta go get the baby ready for swimming class. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.